Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite internet cooking show, Smell What Coop is Cooking. I'm your host, Coop, and on today's episode, we're going to be making Coop's super fire, super delicious meatball subs. Full recipes in the description, you guys. Let's go. Alright, you guys, let's hook up some meatballs. In a mixing bowl, I've got 1 pound of ground Italian sausage, also throwing in 1 pound of 90-10 ground beef. Gonna hit that with about a tablespoon of garlic powder, onion powder, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Gonna be throwing in probably about a 1/4 cup of finely minced Italian parsley, and a 1/4 cup of finely diced onions, 1/2 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs, and 1 whole egg. Now I've got my lunch lady glove on here. It's time to give this a good mix until all the ingredients are well combined. What am I thinking? I forgot to add salt and pepper to this, you guys.
You are really dumb.
So let's crack in some fresh black pepper and salt. About a tablespoon of the black pepper and a teaspoon of salt. Now let's throw on a new lunch lady glove and continue to mix until well combined. And now that we have our mixture of minced meat, it's time to make some meatballs. Using a wet ice cream scoop, I'm gonna scoop about 3.5 ounces of this mixture, and it's gonna help me create a perfect meatball. Once it's rolled, I'm gonna add this onto my pan and continue the process for the entire bowl of meat. And here I've got 9 beautiful meatballs. These are gonna be perfect for our meatball subs. I've got my oven preheated to 375 degrees, and I'm throwing these meatballs in for 45 minutes. Thank you for rocking with your boy for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button. It's free. Next, let's start hooking up a delicious marinara sauce for this sub sandwich. Over on the stove, I've got a small pot preheated over medium heat with about a tablespoon of olive oil inside. Let's throw in a 1/4 cup of those diced onions from earlier. Go ahead and saute those onions up until they start to brown a bit. And once those onions have browned up nicely, let's throw in a tablespoon of minced garlic. Saute that around inside of this for about 1 minute or until that garlic becomes fragrant. Next, I'm going to go in with 1 can of Cinto San Marzano whole peeled tomatoes and 1 can of crushed tomatoes. Hit that with some salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, dry basil, stir in basil paste, and more of that chopped Italian parsley. Remember, y'all, the full recipe is in the description. Now let's give this a little mash and mix until those seasonings are well combined, and we've broken down those San Marzano tomatoes just a bit. Also throw in about 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is gonna help bring out that natural sweetness in the tomato and cut that acidity. Now let's give it another quick little stir. Add a lid on top and let this simmer, stirring every 15 minutes for about 1 hour. And after 1 hour has passed, I'm gonna pull my lid off, stir this bad boy up again. This sauce is looking nice. With the lid off, I'm gonna let it simmer for an additional 5 to 10 minutes just to release some of that moisture in there and help my sauce thicken. Like the recipe so far? Don't forget to share this video and let everybody know you found it on Smell What Coop is Cooking. Flipping back over to the oven, let's pull those meatballs out. I cooked these at 375 degrees for 45 minutes, but based on the size of your meatballs, you might be able to do it for a little bit less. Either way, these bad boys came out fire! Golden brown all the way around. The pan side down part of the meatball has that nice, beautiful char you're looking for. These are going to be perfect for our meatball subs. Let's get these off my tray and into a bowl to rest. Now let's get our bread right. Here I've got one 13-inch sub roll. I'm gonna cut that in half. Split it down the center, but not all the way through. I want to keep it connected so I can fold it back over. Hit this with about a teaspoon of not so spreadable butter. Pinch of Italian seasoning. Toast that off for a few minutes, just long enough to get that butter melted. While that's toasting, let's go ahead and slice into our meatballs that have rested. And these look oh so fire. Nice, moist, and juicy in the inside with a perfectly baked outer layer. Let's slice another one of these open for our meatball sub. Let's bring our toasted sub roll back into the picture. Load it up with as many of those sliced meatballs as you can fit. Now let's bring in our homemade marinara sauce back into the picture and cover those meatballs in sauce. Next, I'm gonna add some freshly shredded mozzarella cheese on top of all of that sauce and the crown of my roll. Now this is gonna go under a broiler set to high for about 2 minutes or until that cheese is melted and nice and golden brown. And after 2 minutes, your meatball sub should come out looking a little something like this. Let's go ahead and fold the crown over on top of our sandwich. Flip it around a little bit, let you guys see all that ooey gooey melted cheese just covering those meatballs and that sauce. Let's go ahead and pull this off, get it on a plate. Look at that cheese pull, you guys.
Perfect.
I'm gonna open my sandwich back up, hit it with some more of that fresh Italian parsley. Go ahead and close that sandwich back up, and there you have it, folks. Coop's Meatball Sub. This thing is absolutely covered in cheese. That's helping keep that sauce locked into our sandwich, and we get delicious mozzarella cheese melted in all those crevices in every bite. Let's go ahead and go in for this week's scoop for Coop with another big ass bite. Let you guys see those delicious homemade meatballs and sauce peeking out there. I cannot wait to try this one. And another banger, y'all.
Banger after banger after banger.
Look at the cross section of that sandwich. You can see that delicious meatball in there. It's so big, that's only half of it. You guys are definitely gonna wanna try these also. Thank you for rocking with your boy for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking. If you made it to the end of this video, you're a real one, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like on your way out. I'm gone. Bam, there you have it, you guys. Coop's delicious meatball subs. Let me know what you think of this one in the comment section. Don't forget to like my ish, share with friend or foe, you already know. For any special business inquiries,
investors, possibly you.
Hit your boy up at smellwhatcoopIsCooking@gmail.com, and we'll catch you guys right back here next week for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking.